Standing. Hello. More voices. Well, yeah. All right. Oh, right. I stopped halfway through because I was like, they're brain dead. I was like, I'm done. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Is this the lawyer game? Yes. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from the outside of the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Who it looked like? To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. What did you miss? So I played that game that Tataz wanted me to play, that demo. I played it, very good. Except I will definitely be playing the full game when it releases. And in terms of this game, I'm pretty sure that acro has something to do with what's happening. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the night sky. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. No, just your typical I'm the funny guy clown. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for these things, Mr. Phoenix, right? Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? No, not hot, Red. There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Good question. Wait, does Harley Quinn count then? Does Harley Quinn count? I'm just saying standing, does that count? The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. A clown that's on fire? That too. Clowns and jesters are hot. They can be. Just depends on them. It just depends. That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around its body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy in his latest bit of testimony? I don't know. If there was enough light from the floodlight, you should be able to easily see. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Fuck. I guess the silk hat. I mean, isn't it a bit weird that he just happens to drop his silk hat? You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down at your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Yes. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order! Order!
Objection!
As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court? Well, he doesn't have a grudge against Max, not that I know of. And he can't be dreaming, because then it'd be a giant coincidence and everything. Acro has to be the real culprit. It's the only thing that makes sense. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing? Jesus Christ, I just bit my tongue. Ow. What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to this circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? I'm fine. I didn't bite it that hard, but just enough to distract me. Trust me, I would not be talking right now if I bit it hard. I'd be like, well, shit, guess we're changing games. If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He's staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Well, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things... See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. You know what the sad thing is, actually, is that this entire line is did not age well, because just recently, a crippled man with no functioning arms and no functioning legs killed someone with a shotgun. I'm not fucking joking. Look it up. This is true. So, the I'm crippled thing doesn't really hold up that well. You better have a damn good alibi. Phoenix is a... real. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning to make a claim to counter this as well? Oh, gee, I wonder what that is. Surely I'm not going to play that on Monday. Cough, cough, wink, wink. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? He couldn't have. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of this mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? Oh yeah, I bought the deluxe. I bought the deluxe edition as well. Sorry, the Batman Beyond suit was calling me. I had to get it. Can I just point out that I still think it's insane that the absolute Batman suit is in the game? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. I am Batman. Can I answer the phone right now? Order? Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? Well, yeah. There's only one... Well, yeah. I already know how he did it. Where's the bust? You know, I'm just saying. You could put a cloak on that thing and it would look pretty perfect. It has a hat and everything. I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. All right, let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, correct? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? Well, he can't be anywhere here. He's definitely not in Moe's room. Like, there's no fuck. Like, here's the note. The murder took place here. There's no fucking way on God's green earth that this jackass went here and then went here to kill him. Because, well, there's no fucking tire tracks. Duh. He's obviously not in Moe's, so the only logical place is his own fucking room. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it. Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. You want to bet? I bet you $100 I could prove you wrong, bitch. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Moe said that he saw Max, didn't he? No. He saw someone with a hat and a cloak. He did not see a face, allegedly. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously can't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? It's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime. The note's irrelevant. Well, it's not irrelevant, but not relevant to this moment. The Grand Prix photos. Geez, standing. Way to really harass the cripple. I think it has to be the bust. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry? What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust. And because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. The force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. That's true. That's true, Standing. Order! Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it'd be incredibly easy to commit. How could you propose possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Objection! Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows I'm getting close to the truth. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? What, karma? She's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. There is absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but you need to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. Oh, that woman will sink to any load to win a case. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. The hearing's not good enough. He's on the 3rd floor. £20? Here's what I don't understand. Does anyone else find it a bit bizarre that this dead fuck nugget lugged around a 20-pound box and all that was inside was a small seasoning bottle with pepper? Does anyone else find that a bit bizarre? I'm missing something here. Something's missing. I think it's the box.
Objection!
Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless. Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box there? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Oh, that's true. He wasn't lugging it around. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was the exact same moment the ringmaster lifted this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean if the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim? No. Order! 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 This is unbelievable! Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here, forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Allow me to whip some sense into you. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The weight. Because remember, the contents is irrelevant. It's exactly 20 pounds. The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Yeah, it's in the kitchen. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? Well, it's funny you say that, because you have a certain sapient pain in the ass living with you. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. Gotta get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. All right, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Simple. Money the monkey. A monkey? Okay, no need to be racist, Judge. Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So? What, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room?
Objection!
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometime and read the court records. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro? Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where is the bust in the question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon? Purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it is entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? Let me guess, motive? You should know? You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Well, they did see it, Max. They did. They saw Max's bust. No, no, Max doesn't have titties. I'm referring to the fucking statue. Nick, don't let her beat you now. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Barry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? The bust. He literally saw the bust. Not man boob standing. No! I asked who was the other person most saw at the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Dumb bitch. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off of the cards on the bust's hands. Idiot! Who in the right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is the utmost importance to this case. Don't you agree? Oh, he caught me. Shit. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Well, it wasn't the monkey. It has to be Russell Barry. He's the one who he came in with the hat. He came in with the cloak. It's pretty hard to pick up something heavy if you're wearing a fucking giant cloak. It has to be Russell Barry. Fool. Him? You are saying it was the victim himself? Russell Barry? That's what I'm saying. I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. All right. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bus hit the victim, you wait just a second then, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound of a certain witness heard, prompting him to look out, take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, the clown. I'm sure you guys have figured it out by now, but his name's is a reference to the Three Stooges. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer just appeared into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with us, with all of us. He sure has, but he has come to the end of his rope now. So? What now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay, then use that and get us out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to this court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick. Unraveled the trick, you say? You mean... I should have picked the hat. The problem is Max's three symbols. Oh. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses? Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in Moe's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all these contradictions. You fool! Do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Moe said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Moe saw was actually the bus. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the backside of the bust. Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Why do you open your mouth, Maya? Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that? Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way that someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Oh, we have nothing to worry about, Maya. Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel that this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's... Sorry. Ugh, almost sneezed. Mr. Dingley's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. This is not a good time to have a break, Judge. I can't believe it! Acro! You wish, Standing. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think he was almost the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? But I'm nothing but a little nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey, pal. You're gonna ignore me after I went all this trouble to bring you some evidence? I beg your finest fucking pardon, Gumshoe? Detective Gumshoe. Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Gumshoe, what the fuck? Now, detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, detective? Well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. Oh, thank you. I love you. Milk, lemonade. Mixed together, fudge is made. Fudge. That's a good fudge. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I've included it in the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are all on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. Our plan? I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. What do you mean, our? Yesterday, our final plans were set in motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it, man. That's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. Epiphany moment? No. Well, yes, but no. What did he mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Phoenix, are you fucking shitting me right now? Oh, one more thing. Don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. Yay! We get a fucking 20 gallons of milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Milk. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. Okay. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have committed to this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling? Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Gulp. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Yeah. Well, that's fucking useless. What do you want me to do with that information? As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. Yeah, but that's not all. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. But there was nothing to do. We'll push him and see what happens. I don't think we're going to do anything. The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. I mean, there's nothing... I don't think there's going to be anything. I don't think there's going to be anything. Unless he says something dumb. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. No crying in court, let's keep going. The witness may proceed with his testimony. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. Ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I'm always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know. He seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult. So how long have you been a performer? You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? Well, if you ever watched Batman the Animated Series, Dick Grayson has been an acrobat since he was... well, ever since he could fucking walk. I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingleberries. It's nearly a household name. Oh, I get it. The Flying Shits. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You are truly a remarkable young man. The judge keeps looking at Acro like a proud father. I don't think we're gonna get anything. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and you better think hard. Ow! No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? Yes? Now that I've come this far, there's no way I could answer no, I can't. Oh, this is going to be good. Very well, then please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing. Really? Oh. He wasn't going for the ringmaster. Right. He was going for Regina, the daughter. Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Acro killed the ringmaster? That is correct. I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? What are you supposed to learn? Looks like you just won the world's biggest failure in court. Alright, well, it's not Regina. I guess it's a note then. Because of your honor, let me bestow upon you my special prize. So now, what? Fuck it. Thanks, game. Well, fuck it. Let's just keep going. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was always from the start. Oh, right. He asked if there's a reason for him to kill the ringmaster. Dumbass. There isn't. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. Well, what? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Bristleberry Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro, you didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. Yeah, I figured. It was Regina. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? Ow, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What the world are you trying to do in his court? Are you trying to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Yeah. Regina Berry? This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to do is say, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough. Mr. Wright, allow me to... The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Hi, mine? Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro had to kill Regina Berry. Okay. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this girl. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order! 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 Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours, it's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the Ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. and he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza, and that's when he let the bus fly. Hey, Nick, isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? Yep, she is. Unfortunately, it's only to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Objection!
A foolishly foolish fool with a foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes? What about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Barry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went down to the plaza in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron! Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us all about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. I can't answer that question. The judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... Guys, I got a question for you. How do you make a lion smile? What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because of this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Barry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Wright, then answer this. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim? Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. what does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina? She did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Lion? Miss Regina Barry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than that. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina could ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. That's just a scarf, Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Barry gave a pepper-coated scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. What? Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! Uh-oh. You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix, right, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro? You can't mean witness? Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright? Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? Can this bird fuck off? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon? The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it were covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would. The bust. Nick, we've got to do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Well, why would we bother searching the room? It's obvious that it's been searched up from top to bottom, so... It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but... Why aren't you going to search his room? It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of von Karma total justice. I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned, called it. A von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in this room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. Looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Ugh. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. Well, here's the other problem, too. By this fucking logic, where's the murder weapon that allegedly the defendant used? The bust. Where is it now? Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-argument looks to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Ugh. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think this brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness. Where's Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Oh, thanks, Maya. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well. The defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. In the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sinkers from the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max Bust now? Oh my fuck, there's no way. It's obvious, the bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. You're not gonna fucking believe it. It's on his wheelchair, isn't it? Acro? I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off of your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again, would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. Unfucking believable. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them? Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Gino always took my trash out every morning, you know? But the bust? Obviously I couldn't throw that out. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me. Make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search on your room? If only I hadn't done that. It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. So Regina thought it'd be funny to get back at him in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it, too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you are a victim in all this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. I believe this case is now beyond my point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. That was easy. This court is adjourned. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question. And one I don't know the answer to. Hey, congrats! Only at max, 1,000,000 of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? Well, we definitely destroyed that delusion. She's been like this for a while now. I am not gonna do that. Sweetie pie. Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina. Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro is gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so. Night, Standing. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You're really sure I can believe that? Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. I want to know you're not just making that stuff up about Acro not wanting revenge. What the fuck do you want me to do? I don't know, Bat. I mean, he's technically in a coma. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes and then until he can meet Acro again. That's sweet. So sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus the world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina? You're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Whoa. Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry. Max. Nick. It seems like everything is going to turn out all right here. I can't wait to see the best circus in the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. You're a menace to society. Don't change, Mo. Except, you know, have better jokes, but whoopee cushion seats. I need to buy a few whoopee cushions. Don't worry about it. I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Is this fucking Edgeworth? You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. You son of a whore! I knew it! I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. You son of a bitch! I knew it! Get your fucking ass back over here. You fucking jackass. Get back here. Come home. Hey, I ain't stopping. All right. But before we continue, I gotta go to the bathroom and need to grab a snack, so I'll be right back. right, let's keep going. I don't know if this thing's ever going to reconnect. I don't think any of my devices are ever going to reconnect again. Fuck it. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of heroes? What the hell am I watching? Will it be last year's runner? I can't read that fast, Chief. I see the students are at a certain starry school are wearing... I can't read that fast. What the fuck is that guy wearing? Why are you wearing a Speedo? No. What the fuck? What are you all wearing? Two of these I'm worried about. There it is. Well, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. All right, there we go. Fixed it. Holy shit, he just sliced the moon in half. Is that the Steel Samurai? The Nickel Samurai. All right. Yes. Did you hear that, Nick? Did you hear the Nickel Samurai? He did it. Yeah, he sure did. I'm getting too old for this. Oh my fucking god.
I'm just proud of the guy who's doing the series justice.
So the person everyone was cheering for, I guess he got the prize?
Yep. You know who we're talking about, right, Pearly? The Nickel Samurai.
Oh, no. Every Sunday I only watch the educational channel's Kids Masterpiece Theater.
Good lord, we need to make her. We need to help fix this child. Okay, that's it. From now on, it's the Nickel Samurai. All the kids watch it. Remember, Maya's gonna be the Grandmaster soon.
Do you like the Nickel Samurai too, Mr. Nick?
Nah, Nick's an old fart, so he's not allowed to watch it anymore. That's right. I do like but I do like Kids Masterpiece Theater. Lord help me. Hey, I didn't know you were so young at heart, Nick.
Mr. Nick, you're a grown-up. You're not allowed to watch it anymore. You're supposed to act your age and have interests that match. It's very important.
Aw, give it a rest, Pearly.
Looks like I made the right choice with inviting everyone here. I'm glad you're all having a good time.
I cannot believe we actually see Powers again. I cannot fucking believe that.
It's like a dream.
Too bad for the Jam Ninja, though. Last year he lost to the big princess warrior of the little old Tokyo.
Oh, yeah, that.
I thought this might be his year.
Yeah. Oh, hey, did anyone else think that the Jammin' Ninja looked a bit different today?
Different? What do you mean?
Well, he wasn't carrying his bright red guitar.
Hey, you're right. Range, he'd walk around without his signature guitar.
I will never understand these people and their shows. Anyway, Mr. Powers, thank you very much for tonight.
Oh, it was nothing. I owe you one. It was just my way of saying thanks.
Hey, Nick, come on. It's time to get going to the lobby. There's a post-ceremony stage show that's supposed to start real soon. Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be quite the show.
And then I heard there's going to be a press conference after that.
Press conference? Is he going to make a speech about winning this year's prize?
Well, not exactly. Something about the Nickel Samurai confessing something.
Confessing? That sounds pretty serious. Sorry, I have to restart my chat box just to be safe. Oh, Nick, come on! You don't want us to be the last ones there, do you?
Yeah, Mr. Nick, do you?
Why me? The show doesn't even start for another 20 minutes. Thank you very much for inviting us today.
Oh, it was nothing really. Guys like us don't come to get to come to a place like this often, so I thought I'd invite you all.
Hey, Mr. Powers, what have you been up to lately?
Well, since the Pink Princess successfully wrapped up last month, I've been on a kids' exercise show while wearing a rabbit mask over my face.
Oh, I see.
I'm still really sorry about all the headache I caused you that time, Mr. Wright.
Ah, well, what's done is done, so let's forget about it. This is Will Powers. He's an action star. His popularity exploded when he was the Steel Samurai. And he was the first case Maya worked on with me. It's too bad you look scary, or people think you're a real softie. Or people know you're a real softie who's good with kids.
Thanks.
I can't believe they're going to make a movie based on the Nickel Samurai. I can't believe it either, but for a different reason. The Steel Samurai, an epic story of one hero in a desperate fight against his arch nemesis, the evil magistrate, in the city of Neo-Old Tokyo. Last year, they started a new series, The Nickel Samurai. The new series seemed to be a hit with the kids, too.
I'm really attached to the Steel Samurai as a show, so I was hoping that maybe I'd get the chance to do something in this new one.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's been awesome to see you with the new actor, Matt Ongard. He's super popular right now.
Mr. Ungard?
It looks like Pearls doesn't know who he is. This year, it's going to be the Nickel Samurai versus the Jammin' Ninja at the box office. Jammin' Ninja? Who's that again? So who is this Jammin' Ninja again? He's a hero, duh. His symbol is the bright red guitar he's always carrying. A ninja who's always carrying around a bright red guitar. How does that even work? What the fuck? Again? Are you shitting me? Hold on. Alright, we're back again. I don't know what the fuck the retards are doing upstairs. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they need to stop touching the fucking... Stop touching my wire. I know for a fact I touched my Ethernet cable, because guess what? I'm still connected to the Wi-Fi on my phone. Fucking retards. Stop touching it! With a scarf around his neck and a guitar in his hand, he rises to stardom in an ancient time. A ninja who becomes a star? Yeah, a ninja who becomes a star.
There's a strong rivalry between the two of them. Mobile Studios' Nickel Samurai and Worldwide Studios' Jammin' Ninja. They even air at the same time.
You know what I heard? I heard those two don't get along at all. The Nickel Samurai's on guard, and the guy who plays the Jammin' Ninja, I mean. The Nickel Samurai speaks French? Oh, you mean Matt Ongard, the actor. I guess even the world of heroes isn't a sparkling happy place.
Yeah.
Wow, what is this place? Looks like I've stumbled into Oz or something. Way in the back, there's a sign for the bathroom. Maybe I should visit it while I can before the show starts. There are toilets in each room in this hotel, but since all sorts of events are held here, there are bathrooms for people who aren't staying here to use as well. You mean restrooms, they're not bathrooms. There's no shower, it's no showers, there's no bathtubs. It's just toilets and urinals and sinks. Perfect for people like me who can't afford to stay here in the first place.
Sounds like the post-ceremony show is about to start.
All right, I'm so pumped. I wonder if he's going to show off his special move today. Nickel Samurai Smelting.
Actually, what I'm interested in the most is the press conference.
You mean the big confession the Nickel Samurais are going to make after the show? So what is it? Don't you know what it's about, Mr. Powers?
Well, I'm not the Steel Samurai anymore, so I don't have any idea.
Aw.
Sorry. So I guess you're all going to the press conference then?
Yeah, of course.
If that's the case, then here, take these tickets so you can get in.
Yay. Thank you very much. Well, let's get going to the lobby.
It looks like it's over this way, Mr. Nick.
Okay, for great justice. Only a really gaudy hotel would have such a large, gaudy lobby to match.
I think they're going to have the post-ceremony show over here.
They're using a compact stage, I see. Oh, I'm all ready to use my special samurai power. Maya looks like she's ready to start a fight. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. The Nickel Samurai's post-ceremony stage show will not be held tonight due to unforeseen circumstances.
What? Why?
Dude, I swear to God, if I keep having to reconnect to the damn chat room, I'm going to fucking kill someone upstairs. I'm actually going to take the Ethernet cable and hang someone by their fucking balls. Stop fucking around upstairs. Or I swear to God, I'm going to take that router and shove up your ass sideways. Non-consensually, in my ad. But that goes without saying now, doesn't it? Ow, you didn't have to pinch me. Pinch yourself if you don't believe it. We are asking for everyone's cooperation at this time, so please stay where you are. This is a special request from the police. Police? Did they just say police?
You want me to go check out what's going on?
Wait, I'll come with you. Freeze! You two, didn't you hear the announcement just now? It just finished telling you not to move. That voice. I've heard that voice somewhere before. Honestly, youth these days can't be bothered to listen to other people when they talk. Is this the chick? Just the other day, it was the same thing. Oh my fucking God. Is this the old bat?
This non-stop chatter?
It can't be. Miss Oldbag? Oh God, we're fucking, oh my God. What is it, you young whippersnappers? Do I know you? Wait. You're Powers, aren't you? Oh my fuck, why?
Yeah, what happened back then?
You didn't even get nominated this year, did you? Oh, that's right. You're doing the children's exercise program, trying to play nice.
Yeah, that's me. Thankfully, I still have a job.
I love that show, and you're a hoot. Oh, God, someone shut this old bag up. Please shut her up. Help. Help me. Help me. What are you doing here? Look at my uniform and tell me you can't remember I'm a member of security. But that outfit, annoying, noisy brats get the blaster. Miss Oldbag, what are you doing here? What happened to your position at Global Studios? Oh, that old place? Well, since that incident, they've been letting people go. When they cut the security team, I got the pink slip. What incident? What did you do? I didn't do anything, you young'un. Don't you remember that incident a year ago? When this lady got on the witness stand and testified? Yeah. And you? Weren't you the one who was bullying me? This fragile girl at heart? Please, Lord, take me now. I plead the fifth. But you know, I think I think maybe I rubbed the upper management the wrong way by testifying. Yes, that has to be it. Everything is all your fault. But me? I thought about being a bodyguard at first, after being handed old Pinky. You, a bodyguard? For your friend, that fiery good-looking guy with the red jacket and the ruffles. Mr. Edgeworth? But that sort of arrangement would be entirely too troublesome for me. That's what he said to me. That's putting it light. He put that as lightly as possible. What did I ever do to deserve that? So did something happen? I don't have all the details, but it looks like another one of those incidents happened again.
An incident? Like murder kind of incident?
Maybe. You see, I'm a bit of a devilish woman. So wherever I go, showers of blood are sure to follow. Bet you didn't know that. Good lord, I traded Vegeta for this, and... Guys? Guys? Did she always have a wedding band on? Then shouldn't you quit being a security guard, at least for other people's sake? Silence, you whippersnapper! Hey, Nick? What is it? I don't like that devilish smile playing at your lips. Let's make like we're going to the bathroom and check things out. No way. The police told us not to go anywhere, remember? Huh? How boring? You're such a boring guy. You've got no motivation, no spirit. Huh? What? What's going on? Are you giving Mystic Maya trouble again, Mr. Nick? What did I do? Not you too, Pearls. Please don't stick your little nose into this one. So listen to this, Pearly. This one time at lawyer camp, Nick... Okay, I get it. Let's go take a look. Yay! I knew you couldn't say no to me, Nick. You're like my younger sister. I literally want to give you a good thunk on the head. You know how people take their middle knuckle and just go thunk right on the top of their head? Like, I feel like doing that to Maya on more than one occasion. That's right. You'd walk over miles of hot coals for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you, Nick? Pearls, let it go. That would be every time we work a case together. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go already. You can come along too, Pearly. Absolutely not. Goody, I get to come. Oh my God, she's gonna see a dead body. This is a horrid idea. This is literally the worst idea ever. Oh, so this is 3 months later. Okay, it's March 20th. There's nothing really going on out of the ordinary here. Are you looking for the incident that the old lady was talking about? Doesn't look like it happened here. Well, we better go look out somewhere else. All right, let's try. Excuse me. Are you by chance Miss Maya Fey? Who in the fucking shit is this Alfred Pennyworth / hybrid Two-Face wannabe motherfucker? This guy... Hold on, I am not gonna let this slide. We gotta take this in, Chief. What the fuck am I looking at here? Okay, first of all... Lord have mercy. Okay, so let's get the elephant out of the way. What the fuck happened to your face? What the fuck is that? What are you, in a suit? And why do you got the fucking buzz cut mohawk? Got the buzz cut and the bleach mohawk. What the shit am I looking at? Hello? And what's with your mustache? I think the only legit thing you got on your face right now is that monocle. Yeah, that's me. You have a phone call waiting for you at the front desk. A call? I wonder if it's someone from Crane Village. What's wrong, Mystic Maya? Oh, nothing. You guys go on ahead and I'll be right there, okay? Okay. Right this way, Miss Faye.
Let's go look somewhere else now, Mr. Nick.
Yeah, okay.
This is a little exciting and a little scary.
This is a bad idea. Is that lobster? We should not be doing this. I told you. I get people the info they want, which means that I've got a right to know. Nope. Nope. Don't care who you are, pal. We're still investigating, so you can't go in. What's your problem? Just you wait. It'll be all over the morning paper. Is that who I think it is? Scruffy detective's secret scandal revealed. You'll see. I'll get you back. Those two sound pretty serious. That southern accent can only be, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Hey, Wright.
Hey, Lotta.
Come on, do a girl a favor and tell this cop I'm just doing my job and I got right.
Ah, you!
Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal, help a guy out. Tell her that only the police are allowed here. This is the scene of a murder, so she should leave this place to us pros.
A murder?
Ah, shoot me in my big mouth.
See? I knew it. My gut instinct told me so. I always trust my gut. A murder, it said. And that's what it is. A genuine murder.
Hey, wait.
A murder. I'm a big star, no less.
Oh, man. I'm in trouble now.
You're a real smart, Chief. What happened? So, Detective Gumshoe, a murder?
No, that's not it. I got my facts mixed up for a second there, pal.
Mr. Nick, is the dead person the Nickel Samurai?
Huh? Why do you ask?
Well, Mystic Maya was rooting for him, so...
It wasn't the Nickel Samurai that got bumped. Actually, the Nickel Samurai is the one under suspicion of doing the bumping off. What? Guy that died was the hero named the Jammin' Ninja, pal. The Jammin' Ninja.
That woman with the big puffy hair that looked like cotton candy?
You mean Lotta?
That woman, she was there that time too, right?
That time?
When Mystic Maya did that channeling?
Oh, that time. Well, Lotta's a journalist, so that's what she was there.
Journalist.
It looks like she was hanging around here before the murder happened. Hanging around? Yeah, hiding and wait in front of the Jammin' Ninja's door, pal. But why would she? She wouldn't tell me, pal. Just said something about getting my big scoop. Scoop? What sort of news could she be after? So the victim was the Jammin' Ninja?
Mr. Jammin' Ninja?
He was on a really popular rival TV show to the Nickel Samurai.
Oh.
The victim was the action star Juan Corrida. He got a huge push and rode the express train to stardom. I mean, even I know who he is. Yeah, even I recognize his face. But I heard lately that Matt on guard's been taking the wind out of his sail. I'm telling you, pal, as far as who's popular, those two are hogging all the limelight. I guess there's no space for Mr. Powers at all, huh? Poor guy.
Mr. Ongard. That's the Nickel Samurai, right?
Yep. I mean, no! Gotta say more oomph. The Nickel Samurai. Anyway, so now that Juan Corrida's gone, that means Mr. Ongard has the whole stage to himself, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't bet on it, pal. We can't have that happen, you know? Can't have that happen? What's that supposed to mean, I wonder? Huh? But there's nothing else here. Would you take a look at this for me? Listen, pal. I'm not leaking any info about the evidence to you this time. If I do, my salary's really gonna get it. And then I won't even be able to get those instant noodles down at the discount market. Well, I got nothing now.
These eyes of mine are real pros now.
Pros? Pros are doing what?
At doing police work, of course. My eyes are like a hawk. And my professional eyes spot a messy incident. A messy, bloody incident. That's why I don't have time for you meddling kids and your petty little things. I don't understand. Are we stuck? Is there something I'm missing? Okay, well that's fucking useless.
I'm not a real fan of action shows or anything, but I know who Hawk Rita is and Matt Ongard are. You can't talk about one without talking about the other, I guess. They even debuted around the same time, so they have this real fiery rivalry with each other. Kinda like you and me, pal. I never knew he thought of me as a rival. The Nickel Samurai. He really took the Grand Prix tonight. I is a big fan of his. Really? Oh, well, I'm sorry then.
Why are you sorry?
Matt Ongard was just arrested, pal. On suspicion of murdering Juan Corrida.
What?
Well, why was Mr. Ongard arrested? Sorry, pal, but that's not something I can tell you. I just started the investigation, so we don't want any leaks now. Looks like yet another Steel Samurai hero is in hot water.
Mr. Nick, if Mr. Maya knew about this?
Yeah, I know. She'd make me take this case. I know. Well, we're gonna take it no matter what. Oh, thank God. Hey, so what's going on, Mr. Wright? It looks like Juan Corrida has been killed. Oh, what? It looks like he was murdered, and a suspect was arrested. That suspect is Mr. Matt Ongard. You're joking, right? Nope. They arrested the Nickel Samurai on suspicion of murdering the Jammin' Ninja. Oh, not again. I feel sick.
Again?
About a year ago, something just like this happened, Pearls. I still can't believe it. No way. No way, Matt would.
What's Mr. Powers got in his hand?
Oh, before I forget, this is for you, Mr. Wright. I got this from the bellboy that came by earlier. For me? But why? I don't know. All he said was that it was for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney. It was almost right after you guys left. The old man who was a bellboy at this hotel showed up. And that's when he told you to give this to me? Yeah.
Why? Why give me this transceiver?
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm dumb. Duh. I didn't check to see if there was anything else he had to say. Duh.
Matt is the most energetic and active actor out there right now. Nickel Samurai really sealed his place at the top as a pop idol, but he keeps adding fuel to the fire of his rivalry with Juan anyway.
I'm losing my voice.
Mr. Juan, he's the Diamond Samurai, right?
Those two would butt heads over anything they could think of. But I'd say that Matt was the one who almost always came out on top.
I guess some people only know how to relate to others by butting heads like a ram.
Juan said that he'd take bounds sometime too, so he joined a rival TV show.
And that's the Jammin' Ninja?
Someone said samurai. I'm losing my mind. The
styling Nickel Samurai and the burning Jammin' Ninja. Well, things turned messy real fast with those two using their shows of their war.
Oh my god, I'm losing my voice.
And the final tally? Look around, it's pretty obvious how things ended up.
Charming. Matt even won the Grand Prix this year. Final win of his rival, I guess. Mr. Ongar was going to hold a press conference, wasn't he?
That's what I heard. So if you wanted to get the technical with it, it was the Nickel Samurai's conference.
The Nickel Samurais?
Yeah, he was supposed to wear his costume and give the press conference that way.
He was going to be in costume, but why?
I'm not sure. They don't keep me in the loop anymore.
I was just wondering, where's Mystic Maya? She's been gone a long time.
Now she mentions it, Maya was only going to answer a phone call.
Maybe she got lost. I'll take a quick look around for her.
Ugh.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
Huh? I'm not sure. Coming from this transceiver. Yes? Hello? Right here. Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? And you are... You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerning yourself with. Such as...
Help, Nick! Mystic Maya!
Maya? So, Mr. Wright, wouldn't you agree that the more important issue is the fate of the girl? Her fate? Does he mean what he thinks he means? Maya, where are you? Are you hurt? Come now, don't fall apart on me yet. No, this can't be. Now that I have your attention, Mr. Attorney, I have a modest proposal for you. If you do what I require, then I will return to you your valuable item unharmed. What is this thing called again in your fancy lawyer terms? Kidnapping for ransom. Yes, that's it. This is a kidnapping. Maya's been kidnapped. You there? Mr. Attorney, are you there? How much? How much do you want? Very good, Mr. Attorney. I'm glad you have such a good grasp of the situation. Hurry up and state your condition and then return Maya. Money is not what I seek. What? What I want is a certain verdict, and I would like a complete acquittal. Complete acquittal? What in the world have you done to need? I am not the person you will represent. What? You are currently at the Gatewater Hotel, are you not? And I know that a murder has just taken place there. Juan Carita was killed and the suspect is Matt Ongard. You are, as expected, quite on top of things, Mr. Attorney. Now then, what I want is very simple. I want you to obtain a complete acquittal for Matt Ongard. Matt Ongard? But why? He did not kill anyone. I can attest that. However, someone is framing him for the murder. A very smart someone who is setting him up to take the fall. If I agree and do what he wants, can I believe he'll keep his end of the bargain? You are, of course, at liberty to take me at my word or not. However, there is one thing you can take as fact. Right now, your very precious item is with me in my possession.
Help!
Maya! You have 2 days. Of course, tonight he will be in questioning with the police, but the trial is in 2 days. At that trial, you will win a not guilty verdict. Remember, you only have 1 chance. 1 chance, Mr. Attorney. 1? You said you get a not guilty in 1 trial day? Yes, exactly. I don't believe I was wrong in choosing you, so don't let me down. Oh, yes, that's right. Now that I am playing the role of the kidnapper, I can't pass up this chance to say, and don't even think about calling the cops. Not great, but you get the idea. Damn it! Who the hell are you? Very well, I'll tell you that much. My name is the Killer. What? Okay. Mr. Nick, where's Mystic Maya? She's been kidnapped. Oh, it's all my fault. Only I go with Mystic Maya. It's not your fault, Pearls. But it is. Mystic Maya.
Mr. Wright, I think we should tell the police what's going on.
No, we can't do that. If we do, who knows what will happen to mine. Mr. Nick, what about the detective we saw earlier? Detective Gumshoe. Yes, that's it. Wait here and I'll be right back.
All right, I'll take care of Pearl while you're away. What? Ransom?
Shh, not so loud. The ransom is complete acquittal for Matt on guard.
Boy, so the deal, complete acquittal in exchange for Maya, you mean? Then this means Matt Ongard is obviously the killer, pal. No doubt about it.
But the guy said that Mr. Ongard is innocent.
You really believe what a kidnapper tells you, pal?
I guess he has a point. If Ongard really is innocent, then why the kidnapping?
On top of everything, this all this evidence we keep finding. Forensic teams are having a field day back there. But it's strange. There's so much evidence that it feels like something's wrong.
There's too much evidence? Is that possible? Actually, didn't the kidnapper say something about Ongard being set up?
Anyway, it looks like you won't be leaving here tonight, pal. Just sit tight, cooperate with the investigation. Tomorrow you can start yours.
All right. Is there another way?
We've also got to be careful about pushing the kidnapper the wrong way.
You're right. Oh, my head. A wine cellar? Where am I? I wonder if I'm still in that hotel. What happened to me? Nick? Pearly? Come on, you guys. This isn't funny anymore. Ah, I see you have awoken. Who the fuck are you? Ah! Who are you? Me? I am known as the Killer. The Killer? You mean like an assassin? I'm too young to die. Don't worry. You are not my target. For now, anyway. Nick, where are you? Help me. Yes, that's right. Only one person can save you now, and that is Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? What? Nick's going to save me? Calm down and be a good girl. Think of this as a business transaction. A business transaction? I'm going to contact him now. I hope you cooperate and play your assigned role well. Nick? What's going to happen to me? Nick? Pearly? This? Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be more concerning yourself with, such as... Yeah, I'm not go- Please don't make me go through that again. Good morning. Ugh, morning, Pearls. Mr. Nick, come on, let's hurry and go to see Mr. On Guard. We have to wait a bit, Pearls. Visiting hours don't start until 9 a.m., so... Oh, I see. Oh, Mystic Maya, if only I had gone with you. Poor Pearls. She hasn't liked us since last night. We managed to get home somehow yesterday evening, thanks to Detective Gumshoe gently holding her by the hand and leading her here. But by the looks of it, I don't think Pearls got any sleep at all last night. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, she's all right, right? Yeah, she's all right. Either way, I'm going to save her. You can trust me on that. Please help her. I'm only able to stay this calm and collected because Pearls is doing the crying for both of us. Sorry, sorry, I'm texting someone. Sorry, I need to do an email. Give me a second. All right, perfect. Sorry. All right, we're good. Where was I? Hold on. Did my audio just crap out? No, we're good. It's almost 9. Hallelujah. God, I'm so fucking tired right now. Couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down a little early to visit one nickel samurai charged with the murder of the Jammin' Ninja. Good morning. How are you today? I know the situation might be a little tough for you. We're... Oh, sorry, dude. I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have life insurance. I signed up a long time ago because my job is, you know... Oh, no. We're not insurance salespeople. Really? Dude, I really don't need that right now either. Fire extinguishers, I mean, this building isn't my house, so... No, we're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. I'm a lawyer. My name is Phoenix Wright. A lawyer? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my manager, okay? The Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person. The Nickel Samurai's a fucking imbecile, Pearl. I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. Huh? You're a lawyer, dude, right? My manager's looking for a good one right now, so how about it? Mr. Nick, this is our chance. I have to make him let me take his case. I have to. Oh, wait. There's one other thing I gotta check. Isn't there a fucking... Okay, I had the... Okay, there's an achievement there. Ah, here it is. Yeah, there is a bad ending for this. So there is a bad ending here. So we have to get that. We have to save at some point and get the bad ending. I mean, I don't have to, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'll see how to get it, though. Which means I'm going to have to cheat the final part. Well, not really cheat. I just need to see where I need to do it. I'm definitely going to go back and get all the achievements at some point. Look like I could just skim through everything. You know what? It's actually starting to hurt to talk, so I'm just going to end it here.